Hello and welcome to day 62. We've made 62 videos about different items and different things, and today's topic is tough times never last, tough people do. Now, I'm not the toughest guy in the world, but whenever I'm in the middle of a crisis, whenever I'm feeling depressed and down and out, there are some certain actions that I'm going to take in order to get on the other side. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I'm around people that are positive and energetic, that will lift me up, that will help me to get through whatever I'm trying to get through. Another thing is not stop. When I'm depressed, when I've been hit with a major setback, I cannot stop. I got a new watch the other day, and this is a Garmin watch, and on it, every once in a while it'll pop up and it'll say MOVE, M-O-V-E. One of the greatest things I can do is whenever I'm depressed, whenever I've had a setback, is I need to take some kind of action. I need to get moving. Also, I always like to have a book. I'm always reading a book, a nonfiction generally, sometimes a religious book, sometimes a business book, a biography, an autobiography. I love autobiographies because in autobiographies, I realize that I'm not alone, that other people have had setbacks and they've recovered from those setbacks. Look at your setbacks that you've had in your life. Think about the things that when they were going on, you thought, oh, this is the worst thing that possibly could happen. And now you look back and you think, look what I learned from all that. Look what I learned. That job that I thought I had to have, and when I lost that job, I thought, oh, what am I going to do? You know, I got fired in 1987. And when I got fired, I was like devastated because I had this plan, this thing I wanted to do. Now I look back, and being fired in 1987 changed my life, and I didn't get bitter, but I got better, and I took a new path. And I got out of the business of selling that I was in into another business. I started to work for a company called CSI in 1987. And I only worked there 3 months, but it gave me ideas, and it taught me that I could do even more. And because of that, now I own Pacebutler Corporation, and we've been in business for 30 years. So we all have setbacks. There's no question about it. We're going to have setbacks. We live in a world that has problems. And if we don't have any problems, we're living in a cemetery because we have problems. I mean, you get in your car, you're on your way to work, you got everything planned out, you're going to get to work just on time, and you hear the tire go flat. Or you turn the corner and the traffic's backed up. Or you look at your gas gauge and you forgot to put gas in it last night. And if you don't stop and put gas in, you're not going to make it to work. You think, okay, I've got just enough money to be able to make it to the next paycheck. So many Americans today live paycheck to paycheck. And when we don't have enough money to make it to the next paycheck, we put it on a credit card. Oh, no big deal, we'll put it on a credit card. Now, when I was a kid, they didn't accept credit cards everywhere like they do now. McDonald's accepting a credit card when I was a kid? No. The only restaurants that accepted credit cards were really expensive restaurants. And I can remember not having the money to eat and going to a really expensive restaurant because they would accept a credit card. I mean, now grocery stores accept credit cards, so I can imagine how easy it is to go into financial debt if we're living paycheck to paycheck. So one of the most important things we can do is to save 10% of every check we make. Every time we make $1, save 10 cents. Every time we make $10, save $1. Save 10%. Put it into an account and don't touch it. So we're all going to have setbacks. We're all going to have problems. That's just the way life is. The question we should ask ourselves is, what can I learn from this? What should I do? What action should I take? Who should I get around? Ask them how they got to the other side. Now, business is an area, relationships. Oh my goodness, relationships. I wanted to get married. I really wanted to get married. I made a decision though at age 17 or maybe 18, I wasn't going to get married until I was at least 34 years old. From 18 to 34, there was a lot of fun. No question. I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of different people. I didn't have a lot of responsibilities. I didn't have a family responsibility. I had lots and lots of different jobs. And I mean, I had a lot of fun, but I also had a lot of setbacks. But at age 34, I'm ready to get married. ready to get married, and no girl in my life to be married to. I tried to force a couple of them, and then I guess I was probably about 38 or 39, and that's when I met Leslie. And we've been married now for over 19 years. But I used to compare my insides to other people's outsides. I'd see couples together. I'd see them in a restaurant together, and I'd see them with their children. I'd think, why did they get that and not me? But what I think was happening at the same time was I was growing up. I was becoming an adult. I was becoming a man. I was learning to be responsible. I was learning not to complain. I was learning what actions I needed to take in order to be a successful husband and a successful father. And to have things, and then even after we got married, I thought, okay, now it's all set. Everything's going to be perfect. No, we had major setbacks. Major setbacks. I watch YouTube videos of people that inspire me. You know, one of the things that most every successful person that I listen to says, you have to work and you have to take a lot of action. You know, I believe what separates the winners from the losers is action. The more action I take, the luckier I get. The luckier I get, the success just breeds success. So what can I do in order to be more successful? What actions can I take? I was watching a video about a Navy SEAL who's been in the military for, I don't know, 35, 40 years, and he was doing a commencement speech at UT, and he said the first thing that they teach you is to make your bed. Make your bed. So every morning when I wake up, if Leslie's out of the bed, is I make the bed. So when I come home in the evenings, no matter what went on during the day, I know I had a success. And the success was I made my bed, and when I come home, the bed's made, and I feel good to be able to get in that bed. People that have self-esteem do esteemable things. What are you doing of value to make a positive impression in your life? What can you do? Make your bed, pick up trash, call somebody. The list, make a list of all the things that you can do that are positive. Read a book, read a good book. Read a book that is going to educate you, that's going to give you information that you can be successful. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing to our channel. We're now making one video a week. They're a little bit longer. I want to make a positive impression in your life, but here's the key. I truly want to walk the talk. I'm not just telling you these things because I read about them somewhere else. This is the way I live. This is my life. And I want to help you to be able to be successful. I wrote the book Mentor, The Kid and the CEO, because I want to make a positive difference in people's lives. I want to share with them the actions, the steps that I took in order to become successful. Thank you very much for watching.